Mississippi. The Egg Bowl, a game that has a tendency to rip families apart during a time of year when most families come together to express Thanksgiving. But some are thankful for the sound of cowbells or screams of hotty-toddy, which will make their presence known in this one. Welcome to Starkville, Mississippi, home of the Mississippi State Bulldogs. As we'll see, the number 6 team in the country, the Ole Miss Rebels, taking on the 22nd ranked team in the land, the Mississippi State Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Rebels will get us underway with the opening kickoff. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Bulldogs offense will get the first possession of the game. It was the farewell game for an Ole Miss great, Jackson Dart, and last season's Egg Bowl down 14-10 early. But the old bullies just couldn't hang on to the ball, and turnovers killed them.
Yeah, Mississippi State had 3 turnovers. And when you lose the turnover battle 3-0, you're not going to win very many football games. The Egg Bowl is always fun. Jesse, we've called a bunch of these games. The hatred is real. The rivalry is real. So this will be a fun game to watch.
Yeah, and oftentimes it's a game that's played before the weekend, like on a Thursday or Friday night, so it really sets the tone. This is the amuse-bouche, you might say, for rivalry weekend. Mississippi State started fast in that game last year, David. 14 points in the first quarter. They just didn't score again. Ole Miss got the win. It wasn't enough to get them in the college football playoff, but I'm expecting fireworks in this one.
So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. The Rebels offense will get the ball for the first time. They got an incredibly efficient performance from this guy last time out. Now, Jesse, it's about making that a consistent thing.
Yeah, I think the most impressive thing watching that tape back from his last game is the ball never touched the ground, David. It was amazing. And it wasn't that he was so accurate throwing the ball deep down the field. It's just that the ball was always going to the open guy. He did a really good job checking it down, taking the profit when it wasn't open downfield. That kept the offense on schedule. That's really important for this offense today.
And when you're watching it as a defensive player and coming to this football game, man, you know this is going to be a challenge. I better get pressure on this guy. If I let him feel comfortable, you'll see another day like last week. I mean, that dude was accurate. Almost every ball was caught. They were in rhythm. They're going to have to find some creative ways to get him off his spots and make him feel uncomfortable.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line.
Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
These are the plays as a defense that mean so much for so many reasons. Getting in the backfield, obviously getting the sack, so putting him a little bit behind the sticks, but also hitting that quarterback, making him think. That goes a long way in disrupting the quarterback's rhythm.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Grabbed over the middle, it's Lee. He won't get there, it'll bring up 4th down. And the Rebels will bring the punt team onto the field. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. To the air, it's Chapin. Finds his man down the middle. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Mississippi State right back to the line. The emotions and energy figure to be high all day, guys, because of what's at stake this late in the season. Really a must-win for both. Turning it on! Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. They'll snap it on 1st down from the 35.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the 1st down, and listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
And the Bulldogs with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on third down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it's caught inside the 20. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Mississippi State. And it feels good to land that first big punch against a rival, doesn't it?
No doubt. In a game like this, too, you just want to be executing it at a high level early. So, David, that's got to feel great getting on the board first.
And settles everyone down. All the nerves, all the emotion of this rivalry game. Now everybody can kind of settle in because you know you already got a touchdown on the board.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From inside the 15, here comes the return. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They really need to find a way to punch back on this drive, already down 14. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Looking to throw at Simmons. Rushes on him. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
Man, this offense has been bad. How about the first play? Nowhere to go, nowhere to run, tackle for a loss. The second play, you get your quarterback sacked. And the third play, now we're sitting in 3rd and long, right where this defense wants to get us.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Punt is in the air on 4th down. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. This time he's got it. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. The Bulldogs want to crank the tempo. So many rich layers in this one. Dak coming off the bench. Fumbles in the end zone to lose it. Legs being hiked. Coaches being fired. This has it all, guys.
And such proud people in the state of Mississippi that love their football. And it feels like, Palmer, these games always come down to something at the end of the game that's so fun and controversial.
What I love about this rivalry, too, is that historically there hasn't been a lot of conference championship implications or national title implications, but they play this game at the very end of the year, and it just matters so much in the state. Bragging rights for an entire season on the line.
The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Quick spin on the run. Makes it past the marker. He'll be stopped at the 27, but it's a 15-yard gain.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
Quickly out to the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Running to the left. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. If you didn't have a headache before, you've got one on the way. The cowbell's ringing on this 3rd down in Starkville. Catch in the middle, it's Hobbs. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. The Rebels will call on their punt team. tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so we got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
He makes the stop at the 48. That'll be enough for a first down and a pickup of 10. Back to throw, it's Chapin. Bringing the heat. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
And I love playing man coverage on the back end, getting those receivers' faces. Don't let them feel comfortable and run zone where they can find all these holes in the zone and my rush can't get home. Pressure them, pressure them, pressure them.
And the Bulldogs now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Out of the gun, the running back has it. It continues to be a long day as they are just swarming every time he gets the ball. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Grab behind the line. It's Williams. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. The kick is on its way. And nobody able to field that punt as it rolls out of bounds. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They've gotten very little done on their first 3 possessions, hoping this one will be more productive. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
Danced his way through traffic, pick up a 4 to the 19. And the Rebels are in the hurry-up. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. With the catch, it's dribbling. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. The Rebels decide to punt it away. Just needs a crack to get a return. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. That's caught. It's Thompson.
And there you see the bind that the RPO play can put a defender in. That linebacker had to make a decision. Was the running back going to get the ball? He thought so, so he bit up, and that allowed the slant to be thrown in behind him.
Got his man out of the backfield. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. They'll run it from the gun. Creates a little space. There he goes. He's stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11. The Bulldogs, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Dropping back, it's Chapin. Gets it out quickly. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. Touchdown, Bulldogs! Fit it in the window for the score. That dude's really big. How in the world did they lose him?
Because down here he does a lot of blocking and you play a lot of man coverage in the red zone. And what do? Peek in the backfield and you lose the big fella. I don't know how he lost that big of a guy, but he lost the race.
The AT unit on the field. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. Here he comes from inside his own 5. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. First play of the drive wants to throw. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
Yeah, how about this defense, man? That's the 3rd sack of the day. They've been putting pressure, getting him on the ground. Not something they've been good at throughout this season. This defense playing better because they're getting more pressure on the quarterback.
And the Rebels trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. From the shotgun, the inside give. And he's going to wind up losing a couple of yards as time expires here in the first quarter. As we head to the quarter break, Mississippi State has the lead. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. To the air, it's Simmons. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line.
And it's been that kind of day so far for this offense, guys. This quarterback has never had an opportunity because he keeps getting sacked. That now already the 4th sack of the game. We're only in the second quarter. I guess the only good news, he hasn't turned it over yet. He hasn't been forced to throw the ball up into coverage, into a bad spot. He's been good about just eating the football, but they've got to find a way to find...
And the defense is going to get 2 for the safety.
Oh, and how about this defense? Understanding where they are in the field. They got a chance to put points on the board, and they did.
They'll set up for the free kick from their own 20. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So in this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
They'll make the stop at the 42. It's a pickup of 5, and that will be enough for a first down.
Really nice run there, picking up the first down. Now they're right back up to the line of scrimmage, ready to go again.
That's caught. It's Thompson. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down mark. He leaves it with his back. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. And the Bulldogs want to pick up the tempo. Gives it on the option. Breaks into the open. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. He's piled up 87 yards on the ground, and he is well within striking distance of a 1,200-yard rushing season. He'll pull it on the read. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Lost yardage leaves them looking at 2nd and 14. To the air, it's Chapin. Snagged in the middle, it's Daniels. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He caught it. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. And they'll send out the field goal unit from the right hash, and this distance makes that angle not quite so severe. Absolutely center cut. And that lead grows even bigger.
And this guy has been a machine all season long. He is absolutely automatic. You know you're getting 3 points when this guy jogs on the field.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. The give to the lone running back. Gets it past the marker. Oh, he got loose. Continues to fight for yards. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play called. They're right back at the line of scrimmage, going tempo.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Rebels with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Power football with the run. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? From the 36, a 3rd down, and you wonder if they're willing to take 2 plays to get the first. Tight end now in motion. Trying play action. Oh, they're after him. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
How about this defense in this game so far? Already 5 sacks, and we're only in the 2nd quarter. I think if you're the offensive coordinator, you have got to start mixing up these play calls, moving the pocket, get your quarterback away from danger, because it's obvious. These offensive line, they cannot hold up, and they cannot get it done.
And the Rebels will line up to punt it away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. And that is just about a perfect punt as he pins them deep inside the 10-yard line. Dropping back, it's Shapen. Pulls it in, it's Glover.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
Now on the option. He'll toss it. Can't get him to the ground. And they'll ride him down, but not before he picks up the first down. And how about the timing on that pitch? On the option. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5. The Bulldogs have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Here comes the heat. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. This defense has kept them backed up. Now 1 more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this defense had some matchups they felt really good about up front, and they won one right there. Getting to the quarterback, creating a negative play, and they're going to need these guys to start winning more of those because they are finding themselves in a hole here early in the game.
Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. They'll look to pin them deep. Fair catch called for and made. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They just haven't been able to get anything going, and they better get started or it's going to get away from them, David.
Yeah, and these are the weeks that you really wish that you were playing a video game and you could just reset the console, start over, Jesse, and make something better happen early.
They just look like they're sleepwalking in this first half, and it's not just one guy. They just haven't been playing collectively as a unit. And if I'm the head coach, I'm considering starting to give some other dudes some chances here.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. Wants to throw. It's Simmons. He's got an open man. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. The Rebels come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to keep it in the air. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
This quarterback is thinking to himself, I need to get an NIL deal at some restaurant so I can take my offensive line out and feed them more, because I don't think they like me very much right now. I've been sacked 6 times in this game. It's time to get that new NIL deal paycheck.
This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. The short hands, it's Diggs. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. They've got a ways to go on 3rd down from the 24 as this defense tries to force them into a field goal try. Catch in the middle, it's Wallace. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the 1st down. The defense uses their 2nd timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. Has to get there to move the sticks. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down. They're going to throw it to start the drive. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They'll send the back in motion. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Got it in the middle, it's Glover. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down. Looking downfield, it's Chapin. Here's a heat. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
And that's his 2nd sack of the day, and guess what, dudes? He leads the nation in sacks. You better know where he is on every play. That dude has a knack for getting quarterbacks on the ground.
So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. They've fallen into this big hole, and they are pretty desperate for answers right now. Running the red zone, it's Taylor. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. And the Rebels headed quickly to the line. Taylor has it. Runs through a tackle. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. Caught near the sticks, it's Barry. Touchdown, Rebels! Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. Splits those uprights right in half. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. From inside the 10, here he comes. Probably needed to pick up an extra block or two, but as it is, he'll be stopped at the 28. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Caught over the middle. It's Reese. Look, you can't take away everything, right? So you give them that and rally and make a solid tackle.
Yeah, and a lot of times in zone coverage, I like when I can get all the eyes on the quarterback. I like when I can see the routes and see him develop in the middle. And you could tell they had keys on the tight end. He wasn't going anywhere after he caught that football.
Under fire. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
Those play-action passes take a little bit longer to develop, right? Because you still have the fake, and then the quarterback turns his back to the defense, has to reset. You got to protect him a little bit better than that, or the fake's got to be a lot better.
Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. And before they can kick it, the receiving team's going to call a timeout. They bring the punter onto the field now. And these guys have been busy. Sixth punt of the day. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. Scanning the field, it's Simmons. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. Wants to go up top. Pocket breaking down. Fires to the big fella. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. On third and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. Gets rid of it. Intercepted, and now he's up to 14. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
And that time the defense in third and long, 6 DBs on the field. There's not going to be anywhere to throw the football with that zone coverage. They do a great job of reading the quarterback's eyes, David. They break on the ball for the pick.
Yeah, great job forcing the third and long, predictable situation. Like you said, now you got them right where you want them. You practice those situations, all those extra DBs, and they make the big play.
Trying to start the drive with a pass. He's got the back in the middle. No chance to run, but they still move it forward. And the Bulldogs in a good spot here with second and short. Rides the back on the option to give. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Ball just inside the 40 at the 39. It's third and short. Looking to throw for it. Grabbed in the middle. It's Thompson. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. Oh, and the attempt is no good. And after the missed field goal, this lead is still at 12, guys. Looking for a man. It's Simmons. He lobs one high down the left side. He's got it along the sideline. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Pass interference. Defense.
The offense gets a fresh set of downs after the PI. We'll see if the defense can regroup and put together a stop. Looking to throw on first down. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
And so much to break down from a spirited start to this Egg Bowl between Ole Miss and Mississippi State. And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed. He simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this second half. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how the fight between Mississippi State and Ole Miss plays out.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football from right of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front. They've just got to make the decision that they're going to be tougher here in the second half so that they can win this game.
Fires one high and deep. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down. The Rebels line up to punt it away. They're up to a half dozen kicks today. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. Guys, this offense will go back on the attack. RPO complete to open the drive. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Following Ole Miss' 1926 victory in Starkville, a melee between the fans ensued. Imagine that in this rivalry. So the two sides got together and said, what we need is a trophy to calm the passions of each side, and they settled on the golden egg. Thus, the Egg Bowl was born.
Yeah, what calms everybody down more than a golden egg? I mean, just the perfect recipe. We have all been in the booth calling these games. Jesse, we know the adrenaline, the emotion that goes into this football game.
Yeah, they do not like each other, there's no question. And the funny thing is, that's actually a golden football. Back in the 1920s, I guess the football looked a little bit more like an egg. It was a bit fatter, looked more like a rugby ball, so everybody calls it the golden egg now. It's a beautiful trophy. Sometimes Mississippi State's helmets resemble the trophy. This is a game we love watching.
The Bulldogs will hustle to the line.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you've got to be prepared.
And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. They thought they could just run it on third and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. Punt is on its way. And they'll let that one go, and it'll roll out of bounds. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a first down. Let's see if they can put something together here. Looking to pass. It's Simmons. Got out of trouble, got rid of it.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
Everybody needs a little luck, and the offense just got it by falling on that fumble. Got out of trouble and throws. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. And the Rebels will have it 1st and 10. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all...
Gashes him in the middle. Keeps it and gets the first down. Waltzes into the end zone, but he might be dancing the other way. There's a flag on the field.
Offside, defense.
Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on, the defense declined, and the touchdown stands. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers it well to not give back that last score. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Buys just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Pressure coming. He'll pull it down and run. Crosses to 40. Keeps it himself and gets to first.
I mean, these quarterbacks nowadays can run so fast. Think about who you've got chasing them. Defensive linemen, those big old defensive tackles, defensive ends, linebackers. They can't catch him because they're fast.
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
The offensive line coach will be pulling his hair out. His head coach is okay right now because they're winning the game, but from an O-line standpoint, they've been atrocious in pass pro.
And the Bulldogs with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. To the air, it's Shapen. Makes the grab, it's Reese. Tackled there by the defense. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Reese. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job.
Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Well, obviously it's raining here in this game, and ball's slippery. I don't know if that slipped out of the QB's hands a little bit, but it certainly wasn't an accurate throw, and as a result, it ends up in an interception.
Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They put it in the end zone the last time they had it, and now an opportunity to really take control of this game.
You can feel the momentum shifting. If they were able to take the football here, drive it down the field, and score again, David, they would have all of that momentum on their side.
And there's nothing about momentum that you can quantify. Like, I don't understand it, but once it gets going in one direction, a lot of times it's so hard to swing it back the other direction. The momentum is real, and they got it.
The Rebels in the hurry-up. Wants to throw on third. Grabbed over the middle. It's Wallace. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the first down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
Pulls it in. It's Lee. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Rebels are on the move. You know, you think back on the Jackson Dart era at Ole Miss, the best three-year run in more than 50 years. Now Austin Simmons steps in, full of potential, Jesse, to lead the Rebels to further glory.
Yeah, quarterbacks have played so well under Lane Kiffin in recent years. You can even go ahead of Jackson Dart back to Matt Corral and what he was doing in that offense. So now the lefty takes over. This dude's got a lot of talent. He can make every single throw on the field. Lane Kiffin's playbook is completely at this guy's disposal. And because of that, you know there are going to be a lot of big plays for him.
Back to pass, it's Simmons. Under fire. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
Another sack on the day. This offense has to do something different. Maybe bring in more bodies, run max protection, keep more guys in to block, only send a couple guys out to run pass patterns. You got to do something different. But bottom line, you got to protect that QB.
The Rebels will punt it away on fourth down. And the punt will hit at the one, just a little too far for them to be able to down it. It'll be a touchback and come out to the 20. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Tripped up at the 25 after picking up 4. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Wide receiver going in motion. From the gun. Give on the inside. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for a loss.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
And if your job is to irritate, to confuse, to hit, to make quarterbacks feel very uncomfortable, this defense is definitely doing their job. 6 sacks, that's the way to make the quarterback feel like he's having a hard day. He's had no response. This offensive line has no response, just a sack party.
So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. And the Rebels want to move quickly.
Well, you got to be able to turn the page quickly on defense. Just gave up a first down on the ground, but here comes tempo. You've got to get lined up.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. They'll go to the ground. Stuffed on back-to-back plays. He got nothing, and now they're looking at 3rd and long. Looking to throw at Simmons. Here's the pressure. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. And the misconnection on 3rd down. The Rebels will try to pin them back with the punt. Excellent job on the punt. Bounces out of bounds at the 5, and they'll have 95 yards to go in front of them. They'll move the tight end. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Pushes forward for a pickup of 3. They'll mark it at the 8. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. The give on the option. Drives into the pile, just a pickup of 1. They'll spot it at the 10. Offense a little backed up here, and boy, would it help to convert this 3rd down. They'll run play action. He hurls one deep down the left side. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for the position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
Rushes on him. Picked off. That's number 15 on the year. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. And the offense takes the field eager to go back to work. The give to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Mississippi State going up tempo. Dropping back, it's Shapen. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. It's caught. Off and running. Touchdown Bulldogs. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And man, is that perfect timing. You can tell quarterback drops back. He sees his guy, and he knows he's open. But watch the throw. Deep down the field, Palmer, right in the bread basket. Nice play, nice pitch and catch.
He did a nice job of getting it up in the air early and allowing his guy to run under the football, locate it, and then make a tough grab. That is the definition of an explosive play.
Lining up for the PAT. And after the extra point, they're on top by 12. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Threw a pick the last time they had it. They'll try to be more productive this time around. Got it across the 20 and out to the 23. A pickup of 4. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Now the play fake. Makes the grab. It's Wallace. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. You know what they need. You know what they want. And you know what they deliver on third down. More cowbell. From the gun. Wants to pass. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
This is just so demoralizing. You want to talk about taking a game over. That's what this defense is doing right now. They are just winning in the trenches. They're easily the more athletic and more physical unit up front, dominating this O-line.
And the Rebels will punt this one away. He'll return it from around the 50. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. Here comes the Mississippi State offense ready to attack. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The Bulldogs now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Bringing the heat. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
The defense has been so dominant up front. You've seen it in these passing situations. That now the 7th sack of the game.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Trying to pick up the first out of the backfield.
Number 48 on to kick it away.
He'll feel the punt and look for room. Makes the tackle, really strong, disciplined job, and now we have 1 period to play. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with a first down. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. The Rebels come to the line in the hurry-up.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. On that play-action fake, the action was the quarterback got clobbered after he faked the handoff.
It definitely didn't work. The fake is supposed to be the most important part of that, to try to get the guys to suck up just for a second. But you could tell the offensive line, they weren't able to hold their blocks. Defense got to them and got the sack.
And the Rebels trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Back to throw, it's Simmons. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
And how about the big nose tackle? The guy who's right in the middle of the defense, the hardest spot to get a sack because you got the center in front of you, you got the guards right next to you, not a lot of space. Just uses the power, gets through, and gets the big sack.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. The Rebels send out the punt unit. Looks it in at the 40. He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game.
They've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, and there's certainly still plenty of football to go, but this is where you'd love to control the flow of the game, right? You want to dictate everything to the defense, and you do that by running the football. That was a really nice run. This offensive line is firing off late. Looks like they're getting stronger as the game goes on, and that is a good sign for the offense.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They'll run the option. Now the toss. He gets it down to the 36 before being knocked out of bounds. Mississippi State comes out after picking up the first down. Wants to throw on first down. That's reeled in. It's Glover. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
He's got the tight end. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Picked up maybe a yard. It's down at the 16. And the Bulldogs moving quickly to the line. Right back to it. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. It'll be third and long. Looking to throw, it's Shapen. Catch in the middle, it's Daniels. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And it's knocked away. They'll give up the ball, failing to convert on fourth.
Result of the play is a turnover on down.
Here's the handoff. Very little running room, if any, and he just hasn't had anywhere to go in this one. They'll go to work in the air on second down. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. He'll off one deep down the left side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Rebels will send out the punt unit. So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. A fair catch is called for. It'll give him great field position. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on fourth downs, you're right. Create some of those explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
The Bulldogs come to the ball trying to pick up this third and short. To the ground to try to pick up the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. They're down to the 32-yard line on 1st and 10. Looking for a man. It's Shapen. Oh, they're after him. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
Man, it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second longer, and they were able to get the sack.
And the Bulldogs have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Back to pass. Makes the catch. It's Daniels.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Just gets rid of it before the heat. And this is going to be incomplete on third down. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. Just a wall of defenders everywhere he looks, and he's guided out of bounds after a short return. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging. He felt the heat, trying to get away, but down he goes. He'll lose a yard or two. The Rebels racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Nice job by this defense, pinning their ears back, getting to the quarterback, creating the sack. But look at this offense. They're deterred. They're right back on the ball, ready to snap it again.
If you didn't have a headache before, you've got one on the way. The cowbell's ringing on this third down in Starkville. Makes the catch. It's Stribling. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Trying to keep this drive alive. He is stopped short, and they'll turn it over on downs. Just a crushing blow at this point in the game. Off the play fake on first down to throw. On the move, he fires. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection. Backed up now, here's second and long. Back to throw, it's Shapen. Quickly to the tight end. Good pick up, a little bit short of the sticks. The Bulldogs are at the line looking to convert on third and short. To the ground to try to move the chains. That defensive front just flat whipped them as they knock him down for a big loss. Here comes the field goal unit. He needs to make sure those mechanics are pure from the right hash and 40 yards away. It is good! And that will extend their lead even further.
I really like the decision by this offense because now they got to score 2 touchdowns. Time is not on their side. I can stay very, very conservative. Use that clock. I like the decision by this offense.
Here's the return from inside his 10. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. You open a drive like that and you've got some operating room. It's first down from the 38. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
The name of the game is protecting your quarterback. He can't have success or complete passes on his back. Let's get the quick passing game going, maybe hand the football off. But whatever we're doing, let's go the opposite direction.
And the Rebels with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Wants to fire on second down. Snagged in the middle, it's Wallace. They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. Caught in the backfield, it's Taylor. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. On fourth down, they're taking to the air. Lost one deep down the right side. And it's batted away, and the fourth down play doesn't convert. They'll give up the football. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. The give, and tick, 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 tick. He rumbles ahead for 6 inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
And I think if you're the head coach, defensively now, obviously, you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. You're trailing at this point, and the offense is going to be running the football, trying to bleed the clock. They're going to take as much time off the game clock as they can before snapping it. You've got to start thinking about using some of those timeouts.
Gonna run it. It's Daniels. And he has had a long day at the office, not to mention the backfield, as the defense has been all over him. Quarterback on the keeper. They tried to go smash mouth on third and short, and it did not work against this defense. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And on fourth down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. And if they can make this and turn it into a 3-score game, they'll have this one all but locked up. Absolutely perfect. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And with that kick, man, it's a tall order for the other side. I mean, down 3 possessions. Like, this offense is going to have to get the ball and do something with it, and do it quickly if they want to get back in this football game.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. The Rebels want to crank the tempo.
And how about this defense taking care of business? Keeping that guy under 200 yards is a heck of a day. Their offense has obviously done their job too, and this has been an absolute beatdown.
Didn't pick up a lot there, moving it forward just a few. Clock stops and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. The short hands, it's Wallace. He is not going to get there. Stopped short of the line to gain, and it'll be 4th down. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. And that decision will be questioned for a while. Grabbed in the backfield, it's Williams. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Running behind that left side. They keep feeding him in this running game, and the defense is having none of it. It's been that way all day. Off play action. Moving out of the pocket. Oh, he's got some space. The Bulldogs had their day as they take down the Rebels and pirate that Egg Bowl trophy and take it right back to Stark Vegas. Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.